Hello everybody and welcome to a little update. Let me just grab there we go, proper hold. I'm looking over here, right? Yeah. Hello guys and welcome to this very weird little channel update. Not update, but update and room update. I'm having a very hot time, of course. Aunt necklace right here, quite cool in my opinion. Got a necklace from my mom and I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go with this, but then she was like, or then my fiance and me, we decided, you know what, if we buy a little ant thing, then it looks really cool. So yeah, sorry for looking over here. I'm gonna just put my hand right here. No, I can't see myself, oh dear. But what is happening right here? What is all of this? Why is the leaf cutters over there? Well, I'll tell you. I was meant to do a bull end update right now, but I decided, you know what, let's do that tomorrow, aka in 5 minutes, but upload it tomorrow. Oh, because I am quite a sweaty man. There's gonna happen some very big things in the end room. It's all a very big mess right now. And for the past, almost since I built it, since I had this table in front of me here, I of course had my old recording table here for back when I did the main channel videos where I actually sat down and showed my face. And since I had that, that's always been a very big part of the end room. Just kind of have a massive table here in front. And well, I wasn't gonna change it, but here we are. It's changed. The massive table is over there. But why is it over there? Well, we need space for something even bigger here. Because right here, we're gonna have a 600-liter terrarium. Spatial built with thin glass, so it's easy to record, with a thick bottom, so it can withstand water and everything. Pretty much, I'm gonna do a Nordic ants. I'm gonna get a multi-species Formicarium terrarium with water inside, with multiple ant species inside, with craziness inside. And I mean, I wasn't really meant to talk much about this, but I want to get it out there because it's happening. I pretty much said yes to all the terms today. I haven't paid yet, and once I have paid, it'll take a month for them to build it. And hopefully, my goal is to move ants into the setup by the end of the year. So before 2024, I'm hoping to have 4 or 5 ant colonies living in all together. Maybe not that many, maybe only 3 to 4. Once I have this set up, that's when I really start thinking, because mentally I just want to set up before I actually started. Hopefully Ryan can fly over to Denmark if we're trying to figure it out if it's possible or not, but hopefully he can fly all the way to Denmark and help build this together with me. We're gonna have a waterfall up here. It's gonna flow down to a river down here that's dividing kind of a wet area with a dry area. We're gonna have a glass front here, a glass front here, falling all over everything, and a glass front over here. How imaginative is this? You can just really feel everything. But what's going on over here in the rest of the ant room? Well, since I built it, pretty much, it's been quite a dark room. It doesn't seem too dark because we have these lights right here. But the thing is, I like brightness, and right now it actually seems surprisingly bright. But the past few days, it's just because we have had so much light outside that it's just the most dark room in the entire room. And it's always a little bit hard to look in here, like looking at the colonies, because there's like some big shadow points, because the lights are coming from this angle and from this angle. So it's quite hard to see inside some of the setups. Like over here, we don't have any light in here, so it's getting a little bit hard to see. Oh, hang on, Frank has officially passed. Yeah, okay, wasn't. Yeah, I saw him this morning. So the past few days, he's not accepted any food or anything, so that's sad. That's how it is, sadly. Nature have pulled its way. But what I'm gonna do, why is this room so dark? Well, someone decided to paint this wall gray. So why did I paint the wall gray? Well, back when we had the setup where I was sitting right here, we had this very cool setup behind with Philips Hue lights and all of these cool things. So we could have colors on the ants and it would seem really cool. We could dim it, we can go into movie mode, all of this. I'm never using any of it anymore, and I've decided enough's enough. Of course, these bulbs can be reused forever, pretty much. But not in here. The new plan: rip all of the ant shelving apart, get it all out, set in a new white table instead. So we are putting in a white table. We are painting the walls white and then just a little tint of green. So it's like a little bit of a baby green, but not that strong, but just a little green vibe. So it isn't just pure white. One of the reasons this table down here is of course all DIY. And one of the big issues is because it's 4 pieces of wood glued together and screwed together, we get these like areas right here where there's just falling debris in there, and I can't really clean it out. So I want it to be all a white clear surface, and it's not as comfortable, or it's not as I don't want to say professional looking, because it's a whole different type of look, but it's not as relaxed as this is. This is like very cool, relaxed. Of course, I've also removed the curtains down here. This in here is my storage area. Holy smokes, it took like 3 hours to clear it out. There was so much stuff that shouldn't be in there, but it's all cleared out now. But yeah, ripping out the end table, getting it out, painting the walls, getting a white end table in. And is that everything? Well, no, because then we haven't fixed the light. And I want to fix the light. So having the end table down here, and then up here, boom, a secondary end shelf that runs all the way. It won't be as thick, it'll be 30 centimeters. So this is 40 centimeters, and it will be 30 centimeters. So it'll go like to around here. So it will be actually very thick. Maybe I have to cut it. We'll see. Well, I guess, so you know what, the thing I'm cutting off here is actually 60 centimeters, and I'm cutting it at the 40 mark. So I'm actually getting a 20 centimeter piece that could fit like in this area perhaps. That's not completely figured out yet. I want to paint the walls and get the table out before we really get to the finer details. But with an end shelf up here, I can install light that runs all the way over all of the ends, all the way around. So we have light on top. So we have the end shelf down here, and then we have lighting up here that just runs all the way around. So there's 100% clear light all the way through. So whenever I do videos, whenever I look at the ends, whenever I do anything, boom, there's light. One of the big reasons that I haven't seen some of the mic problems have been due to visibility issues. And this shouldn't be an issue anymore. I'm firing whoever decided that visibility is a thing. Hang on, can you see? I carried some big bricks yesterday. Not yesterday, today. I'll show you that in a minute. But yeah, whoever decided that lights is a thing, fired. Either way, putting an end shelf on top here. On this shelf, I can store things like tweezers, like escape prevention oil, all of these different things like the mantises, and even the smaller setups like the Saturns and stuff like that. So the big setups can be down here and the smaller setups on top and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a big project. I'm going to have to take a week from everything next week because I'm traveling to Italy, having a little, well, I have a 3-week vacation, but the first week will be an actual vacation to Italy. The second week will be this project in here. So yeah, of course, this is going to be an expensive project, which means the tank over here that's going to come, that's going to be even more expensive, but that's going to build slowly, month by month by month, as I'm slowly buying all the different things I need. So it won't be something that happens. Like I said, 24 is the goal for when I'm moving ants in. So why is my shirt like this? Well, I've just moved the leaf cutters. I've just changed the tubing, so it comes over here and goes down here. So we still get this really cool look. We have fungus and babies outside because it didn't go 100% to plan. There's also some escapees still. But yeah, pretty much, look how safe this looks. We have the water barrier, so if the ants escape, there's water, so they can't trail. They can still fall off, but they can't trail. Then we have the brick that's holding the water tank. Same over there. But then we have a brick on top to stabilize the height difference, because we didn't have that before. So, and then we're gonna have a massive tank where I'm lying. Oh yeah, so we're gonna have a lot of weight on this wooden floor. Time will tell if the wooden floor can take all of this weight. I mean, the aquarium will be filled with like 30 centimeters of dirt and water. How heavy is that? Quite heavy. We'll have to see what happens. That's all I can say. But yeah, there's a lot of things going on in the end room. Someone asked for a room tour and was like, yeah, I'm going to do a room tour. And then 2 days later, I decided that this was officially going to happen. I've been dreaming of this massive formicarium for the longest time. having this massive multi-species Formicarium, but it was never really on the table. And it still really isn't, but thanks to some viral shorts, I've actually acquired quite a nice funding from YouTube, quite a nice monetization, which means that I can actually afford some of these things. Not this month, but over a few months it would be. I hope I'm counting on you to keep doing well. Of course, I'm also finished being apprentice next month officially. No more school forever. Let's see. But yeah, that means that it's just time to earn the big bucks, which also is going to go into this massive project in here. But yeah, just wanted to come with a little update because the entire room in here is going to, well, I mean, it's going to change quite a bit. And already now, that's the thing. I had planned like the tank was going to be here in the middle. But I just love the freedom of actually being able to walk around here. I haven't been able to do this ever. Like this chair, I can just, of course I can't because there's a vacuum, but I can just pull it out, just drag it all the way over here, if I like. And I can just walk over here. Of course, there's going to be a tank around this area, but still, it's just so much space, so much air. And there just haven't been that before with the massive, I mean, the table were located right here. So before there's a table right here, and it really just cut the room in half. And then when you came in here, there was just such a mess. We had lamps hanging from the ceiling that I could hit my head on. We had, that's been a little update. Now I want to do the Bull End update, so that's going to come tomorrow. You know what? No, I'm not going to do the Brenovate update. There's nothing to update on. You've now been updated. She has 3 larvae. But I'm going to do the Bull End update with the Necrosynthis, and sadly it's not positive. But yeah, hang on, let me just take the thumbnail picture. What face should I make? Yeah, took 3 pictures, let's see which one I'm taking. But yeah, it's been a whole lot of stories. It's also just going to be nice with like smaller colonies. I can actually put them up here on the shelf. Of course, what I'm also thinking, like having like a little area where I'm putting up things. I have an old Anne picture. I have the aesthetic 10K plaque over here, stuff like that. So yeah, exciting times, expensive times, but exciting times. But when I come home from Italy in around, well, I'm leaving in 7 days. No, I'm leaving in 5 days and I'm back in 14 days or 12 days or something. When I'm back, we're gonna rip out the table, paint, buy the new table, mount it, see where the budget is after that. The tank over here is going to take at least a month of delivery because it's in the middle of summer break, or it's hitting the summer vacation for the companies that's producing them. And also it's a special tank with an extra thin glass on one side, so you can see really, not extra thin, but a special glass type so you can look in. And I'm not sure if rather I want it to be this side or this side. Right now, I would almost like the tank to be closer to that table and have it on the other side, but I mean, it's meant to be over here. It's hard to show, guys. Lots of thinking going back and forth with like shelving sizes and everything. We'll see where the project ends up being, but just want to say thank you all for watching me ramble, and I'm hoping this new this whole ant room rebirth is going to be good, because my work mentality in here have not been good because there's just such a dark environment. I think it's just also because I've removed the ceiling light. It was really annoying. We had a fridge over here that's just been standing since hibernation this year, but it's just so many things. This table over here, my recording table, is out 24/7. It was meant to be a recording table. It wasn't meant to be out, only out when I'm actually recording. And it's always out, and I always use it. But hopefully with the extra shelving for like tweezers and stuff up here, I'm gonna find a new plan. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching me ramble. Catch you all in tomorrow's video about Bull and Mimisia Necrosynthis. Bye!